like anyone blessed possessing the slightest shred of decency. When I was growing up, the lesson stressed to me ceaselessly with diligence is always saying thank yous of the utmost significance. Basic tenet of politeness, hallmark of niceness. To be a good person, you should act like this. Or sometimes it's as easy as a couple of seconds and a couple of words to observe some kindness or courtesy that's just occurred, but on other occasions it's not such a matter of simplicity. Because the ones we need to thank don't always stand in our immediate vicinity, and sometimes aren't even still here at all, at least not physically. Or another reason they can be harder to find is because we don't always realise they're helping us at the time, and some we still don't, and some we'll figure out, and some sadly we won't. Because I'm not just talking about someone holding open a door or serving you in a shop or a bar, letting you out, returning in your car. I'm talking about the ones we have to thank for who we are, because let there be no doubt in you. More people are looking out for you than ever be known. Nobody truly walks alone. Each of us owes far more than we can ever repay, because the human race is run like a relay. Doesn't have to be direct to feel the effect. I reflect and get to wondering on who inspired the ones who inspired me. Then I start to see we have a whole forest of family trees, and not just those with whom we share a lifetime. Don't forget to check a little further down the timeline, because many were departed before you and I even got started, lived and died in hardship and struggled and fought for things we all sometimes take for granted. And of course there's the artists who made the art that got into our head and heart, brought peace, joy, undeniable healing, spoke to us and evoked in us indescribable feelings, and made the world around distinctly more appealing. Not to overlook those closer to home, anyone who's shown love, encouragement, guidance, support, fought our corner, had our back, or simply cut us some slack. All the breaks we've been given, whether visible or hidden, and all of the fuck-ups we've been forgiven. The little day-to-day gestures that help us get by, people who ask how you're doing and actually listen to the reply. In the story of each life, the supporting cast are countless, right the way from the humblest to the proudest, the quietest to the loudest, the strangest to the intimate. The credit roll is infinite. Nobody could possibly call out every name, but all the same there is still a way, still a part we can play in doing right by those whose gifts, achievements and sacrifices we wouldn't be here without. And it's as simple as just sharing it out, passing it on, like mighty diamonds passing the bong to the left. The best way to let someone whose life touched yours be duly respected and given credit is to let their example live on in you like genetics. Echo their words, let their actions be reflected, and acknowledge and pay homage to the doors that they opened by standing up for the ideas they were promoting. Because truth, thanks, is lived, it's not just spoken. It's up to all of us to share what's been shared, teach what's been taught, and give what's been given. If ever there was anybody who listened when nobody else would hear you, it's on you to find someone that you can lend an ear to. And if you're a musician, I beg you do some reminiscing to back in the day and the first ones who ever made you want to play, because you have a duty to make music that makes other people feel that way. I guess what I'm trying to say is that losing your phone or your wallet can be a little bit frightening, but when somebody finds it and does the right thing, they give you back something far more valuable than just your valuables. They give you back a little faith, when faith can be such a hard thing to find, and there's no way you can repay them exactly in kind, but the next time the chance is dealt, you can thank someone, and they can thank someone else, and so it goes on. And as far as the ones who've done us wrong, anyone who's burned us, spurned us, shown neglect or disrespect, or at some time tried to deny our efforts to advance, with them we have an even greater chance, because to them you get to say, your negative energy legacy ends with me here today. In order to act that way, you must have been hurting yourself, but I will not pass on your pain to someone else. Got enough stuff to be carrying on this path that I'm treading, and hate is a disease of the heart, so I will play my part in stopping it from spreading. As you have tried to hurt me, so I will try to live more helpfully, and when you have tried to take from me, so I will try to give more readily. Because when you can perform this form of metamorphosis, it's like taking a steaming pile of horse shit and growing the most exquisitely fragrant rose to ever grace your nose. I doubt there's anybody out there who knows of anything more resoundingly astounding than watching somebody whose childhood was bad becoming a loving mother or dad. That right there is CO2 into oxygen, and I'm promising it's every bit as essential as clean air to inhale if our species is to prevail instead of derail, because we are connected to the collective by a bond that can never be undone, and nobody can thank them all, but we can all thank someone.